Yo, 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 what is going on, people? Welcome to Throwdown, episode 548. I'm your host, Tony Polanco, and tonight I'm joined by Emilio Lopez.
Sup, people? How's it going?
Carlos Romero.
Yo, yo, yo.
Brett Murdoch.
What up, everybody?
Richard Bailey Jr.
What's up, everybody?
And Brian Manjoma.
It's a shame that Sony didn't increase the price next week. Then it would have lined up so well. Then it'd be episode 549.
Oh,
Ding, ding. Oh, man. That is crazy, man. All right, guys, we're back with another one. Adam is doing the TV terminal. Chris may or may not show up. He didn't say if he... Chris usually says if he's going to be on, but, sometimes who knows? He may have been knocked out. But yes, as you can see from the title of this episode, we will mostly be talking about Gamescom, which is, I believe it's still going on. I think there's like one more day. I could be wrong about this. Shit could just be over.
It's the weekend. So, like, in other words, so it's the week for media, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
The weekend is for fans. So that's why if you ever looked at any of the pictures of the show floor, they looked a little bit empty. That's because it was just the media people that were there, and it wasn't a bunch of the fans. That's fan day is on the weekends.
Yeah. By the way, Carlos, you'll be. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be surprised to know that when Manny kept saying the weekend, I was thinking about Daniel Craig. Just throwing that out there.
I was thinking about. Yeah, I was thinking about the singer of the weekend.
Well, no, that's the thing. Daniel Craig. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Daniel Craig. Ladies and gentlemen, The Weeknd. I only know about The Weeknd singer because of the meme. Daniel Craig. Ladies and gentlemen, The Weeknd. Yeah. See, it's all the same, man. It's all the same, If you know, you know. It's the same thing. All right, man, let's get into it. So I'm reading this from GameSpot. So if they miss anything, please let me know. So here's some of the, allegedly all the sub announcements from Gamescom opening night. Jeff Keighley show. Jeff Keighley. And I will be upfront. I haven't seen any of this, so I'm going to be surprised. And I'm also upset at GameSpot because they didn't put trailers in this shit. Usually, these companies do the nicety of putting trailers. No trailers, just screenshots. So I'll just read the descriptions here. First up, we got a game called Routine. It says it looks like it'll appeal to fans of 80s and 90s sci-fi horror with its VHS-influenced design. The first-person survival horror game is out later this year. Does anybody have any thoughts on Routine? Does anybody remember Routine?
Kind of looked like PT, I guess.
Mm. Would you call it a PT like?
I mean, you're probably going to see a lot of PT likes or horror or Souls.
Oh no!
Games throughout this whole Gamescom presentation.
Oh Jesus! Is it gonna be as bad as that other presentation where it's just body horror shit and Souls likes or both?
You mean last Gamescom?
No, I think I'm actually talking about Summer's Game Fest. I think it was it was all the same shit. All right.
It's the same few genres you're gonna probably see a lot, and then some indie games kind of sprinkled in between.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we have something called Road Kings. It says there's a new 18-wheeler on the digital road as Saber Interactive revealed Road Kings. As a truck driver, it'll be up to you to haul cargo through the dangerous terrain across the U.S. So truck driving simulator, don't we already have those?
Yeah, but it's not made by those guys.
Yeah. Does anybody here know anyone that plays these truck sim games? They're popular. Somebody must. Then again, you know what? Never mind. Fortnite's the most popular game I know. I don't know any fucking body that plays that shit. So there you go. Never mind.
Adam kind of does. The only person, and I don't know, the only person I could imagine might play these truck driver simulators is These Nuts.
That's right.
Remember?
Yeah, I do.
It's not even a joke. It's
no, I know
it was a truck driver.
That's the joke, you know. And he's the one that won. Yeah, he's the one that won the PlayStation from us. So shout out to him.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, so there you go. Road Kings, get hype. Next up, we have something called PVKK. I'm glad they stopped at just 2 Ks there. You know, good on that. What the fuck? Yo, the name of this game is crazy. PVKK. And this is all one word. I'm going to try to sound it out. This one word. Planet Envertidi Gunskan Commandant. That's a whole fucking title. Is it
a German game?
I don't know. It says it's a weird long name for a game. So let's stick with the shorter version for now. It'll be out 2026, and it sees players operate planetary defense cannon to fend off interplanetary invasion while enjoying a lovely cup of tea. What the fuck is this shit? Does anybody remember this?
No.
The fact that I'm not seeing trailers is pissing me off. All right, let's see if I can find somewhere else. Because everybody else did it in like a live blog style. Hey, there's Chris. All right, what's going on, man? Oh, we're talking about the Gamescoms.
Oh yeah, I saw that Resident Evil 9 footage.
Yeah, we'll get to that. I'm just doing this in order of when they showed it at the Jeff Keighley thing. What's up? But we'll get to Resident Evil 9 because I've played it, and so has Rich, and I've also played Pragmata as well, and Onimusha. So we will talk about that. All right,
Tony, how is this possible? Tony, Rich, how is this possible that you could play these games and you were not at Gamescom? What is this?
Yeah, well, Rich was at Summer Game Fest, and Capcom came to me. They had a New York, Gamescom in New York event, which I could actually talk about. Had to sit on that one for a little bit. All right, next up here we have something called Sword of Legends. It looks like one of these Chinese games again. I like how it says here. There sure are a lot of action games based on Chinese folklore and development, aren't there? Yep. Sword of Legends is another one for the pile. This one is in development at Arugan, Shanghai. Shanghai lets you know it's definitely Chinese. Yeah.
They didn't call it Wu something?
No, it's not sort of Wu Legends or something.
It's not called the Wu Legend Swords?
Yeah. All right, so you already know what you're getting with this. Another Chinese Souls-like. Yes, Riku, I'm going to continue to call him Souls-like. Fucking Riku, as soon as I start calling him Souls-like, he's like, we don't use that term anymore. Like, fuck that. I'm going to keep using him.
Who's this we?
Yeah.
He's probably the only one not using it.
Yeah, for you guys who don't know, originally the term was Soulsborne, and then Riku was saying, we got to call him Souls-like. Then that became standard. But now that I started, but I still kept calling him Soulsborne. I'm an old man. It takes me a while to get used to stuff. Now that I'm calling him Souls-like, he's like, we don't call him that anymore. It's like apparently they're called Soul Slop. But I don't like that term. I don't like that term because what if the game is good?
Yeah. Yeah, what if the game is good?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, what if the game is good?
I think that's the unofficial term. We'll just continue to use Souls-like.
Damn right. Okay, next up we have a game from .emu. You already know. Oh, it's a roguelike. Never mind. Remember, this goes back to the conversation we had, I think, on Sunday. It's like, what is your tipping point? It's like, okay, you like this director, but you hate this, whatever medium. Which do you like more? Or which do you hate more? I love .emu, but I hate roguelikes. So that's my cutoff point. But yeah, the game's called Absolum.
Yes.
Yeah. What can you tell us about this, Rich?
Yeah, that game, it is a mix of a beat 'em up and it's a roguelike elements in there also. It's like a RPG type of game.
Okay.
It's coming out October 9th. And that actually is the first game. That's like an original idea that Emu came up with.
Oh,
So,
that's right, because they usually just publish stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they aren't they doing Shinobi, right?
They published it.
No, that's
that's not.
Lizard
That's not
Cube and Sega.
Yeah, that's Lizard.
Okay. Oh, so are these the guys that do the Turtles game and the new Marvel game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so there you go. I mean, again, the graphics look nice. It is, but roguelike. Now this one this one is cool. I have the power. We got a He-Man game, people. Another beat 'em up. We're getting a lot of beat 'em ups now. Yeah, it looks like an SNES brawler. Who is making this one again? Forgot.
It's limited run games.
It is. So, Manny, tell me more about that. Is it limited run games just re-release old shit, or are they doing new games now?
No, they have actually published their own games. So, yeah,
Like developed their own games.
So,
Okay.
yeah, there's actually quite a few of them that they've actually purely developed.
Okay.
Nothing like on this level where it's literally they got a hold of a franchise to do a game of. It's funny. I look at this game and distinctly remember a fan game looking very similar to this.
Where
it's sort of like a Capcom style.
It does look like Capcom.
Beat 'em up type game. I'm wondering if
that on Steam. There's a He-Man beat 'em up on Steam that's free. But I mean, it doesn't look this good, but it's a similar
look
thing.
like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll definitely keep an eye on this. This looks fucking awesome. All right, next up we have a game. Looks like a very early 90s or mid 90s, I should say, computer FPS. It's called Outlaws plus Handful of Missions Remaster. Oh, so it's an old game. Night Dive Studios is working. Yeah, go ahead.
No, keep going.
Yeah, Night Dive Studios is working its remaster magic of the 1997 LucasArts first-person shooter Outlaws. As you'd expect, features AC visuals and severe quality of life updates. Okay, so it is from that era. That's cool.
Yeah, it's Night Dive does a pretty decent job of cleaning up older games and giving them a nice, doing like improvements and fixes on them and getting them to run on modern things. So I'm sure this will be fine, like their other releases.
Yeah. But by the way, for anyone who has seen the show, is this order correct so far? Manny, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, it seems like it's right.
Okay, that's good because to me that's important. All right, next up we have
the big one is if all the heavy hitters were all tossed on the top. That's usually when they're out of.
In IGN's one, the first one is Call of Duty.
Yeah, the Call of Duty was the first thing they showed, though.
Oh, they fucked up. We got to talk about Call of Duty. Some controversy there already. All right. Next up, we have Battlestar Galactica. It looks like it's an RTS. I'm good. I like Battlestar Galactica, but I'm good.
Yeah, it's funny. It's been so long since I've heard the music from Battlestar Galactica. I'm like, oh hey, it's Battlestar Galactica. I recognize that music. I'm like, oh no, why is it this? Oh well.
Yo, Carlos, you hype, man? I know you like Battlestar Galacticas.
I'm like you, man. I think I'm gonna have to pass. Got to play Trails, man.
There you go. Got to play Trails. It's a 7-hour demo, apparently. Okay, so next up we have Den Shatat. I can't pronounce this. Den Shatak. I think I got that right. It's called.
Looks like Den Shatak.
Yeah. Essentially, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. If your skateboard was replaced with a train speeding its way through a post-apocalyptic Japan. Den Shatak is currently whatever. Again, I wish they had fucking trailers. GameSpot, what are you doing? Can't get a sense of what these games are.
This game is again they say it in the description. It's pretty much like a Tony Hawk game, but if you don't have a guy on a skateboard, it's literally you're a bus and the bus or train can kind of grind on rails and do all kinds of other goofy things. So it does all kinds of tricks. It flips around, goes off ramps, and stuff
That's cool.
like that. It's fun. It's fun looking.
All right, next up we have a game here called Valor Mortis. Just from the screenshot, I could tell this shit's a Souls-like.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Oh wait, there's a twist. It's a first-person Souls-like, and it's set during the Napoleonic Wars. Yet there's giant fucking monsters. Okay, fair enough.
They have these. They like mutate themselves. It's got a Souls-like feel, but also kind of like a BioShock thing, where like you can inject yourself with all these different powers, and your hand gets all kinds of crazy abilities and shit. So it's that same sort of idea where everybody's all twisted by this, by the Vigas.
Yeah.
Giant quotes.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Rich?
Oh no, I was going to say, yeah, I saw this trailer today, and it looks pretty interesting. I'll give it a try.
There you go. All right. Next up, okay. Quick little story. I played this game, a demo of it. There's actually a fun backstory, but I probably can say it, but I think I won't, just because PR kind of fucked up, I guess. But basically, got an email about the return of an anthropomorphic bobcat that's going to be returning in a 4D adventure. I'm like, oh, that's Bubsy, you know? And then when I went to see the demo, and the developers are all happy, like, oh, yeah, we're going to surprise him. And I'm like, oh, it's Bubsy, right? They're like, wait, how'd you know? I'm like, the email gave it away. Fucking they were not happy about that. But yeah, Bubsy 4D. It's basically the return of Bubsy. I didn't realize there was that many Bubsy games, bro. I just remember the old ones, but I played it. It's pretty cool. You know, your kind of standard 3D action game. It's actually a little bit more mechanically rich than like I thought. Like you could do you could do your standard jump, but the jump already leaps you forward. But if you jump into the air and then press the dash and then press the button to turn into like a ball and shit, you could do a lot of like crazy combos when it comes to like maneuvering. Really cool. It's coming to everything as well, all existing platforms. So if you're a Bubsy fan, there you go.
The character designs for this game just look awful.
Oh no!
But then again, like Bubsy's never looked right ever. You know, like even the first one just looked weird.
Has Bubsy ever had a unified look?
No, they've sort of like, well, at least the 2D games sort of had the same look, but then they kind of reconfigured them around.
Yeah. All right. So if you're a Bubsy fan, there you go. Next up, we have Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and the image here is literally Sonic looking at Pac-Man, which is like, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, Pac-Man levels in the Sonic Racing game.
Yeah, so there you go. If you're into that,
and vice versa, the Pac-Man game also is going to have Sonic levels.
Oh, that's cool. So I guess there's a
DLC for Pac-Man World 2, which has Sonic levels in it.
That's cool. All right, so there you go. Next up, we have Hollow Knight Silk Song.
The long-awaited Hollow Knight 2.
Is that what this is? Is that what this is?
Yeah, this is Hollow Knight 2. Yeah, a lot of fans have been waiting for this one. They've been waiting for years, and they've been losing their fucking minds. So it's now out, and you can shut the fuck up. It's coming.
Well, it's out September 4th.
Yeah, it's coming September 4th.
Yeah. Anybody?
Now you got a date.
Yeah. There you go. Any thoughts on this one?
I never really cared for the Hollow Knight games.
I never played them.
Chris, you played them, right? You played it, right?
Yeah, no, I liked it. I didn't know what it wasn't like mind blowing where I'm like, oh, okay, it's Silk Song. That's what I was seeing online. People like Silk Song, man. I'm like, yo, the game wasn't that deep. Like, it was good.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like the reaction of people watch Avatar.
It's like us Kingdom Hearts fans. Where they're just losing their fucking mind.
It was kind of like that. Yeah, that's a good.
But it's like they have the obsession of a Kingdom Hearts game, but this game doesn't really deserve that. But anyway,
the game blew up way after it came out. Like I think during the pandemic, it blew up.
People trying.
So
some
yeah,
shit.
that's pretty surprising.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it, but
Yeah.
it's it's gonna have to wait because there's a long list, man.
Uh-oh.
Long list
Uh-oh.
of games.
Oh,
Yeah, Rich, any thoughts on this game?
yeah. I thought the trailer. I think the trailer looked great. I will be playing this game. I will be checking it out next week, I can say. So yeah, I'll share some thoughts in the future.
Excuse me?
Yeah. I will share some thoughts in the future. But yeah, it's the trailer. I thought did a very good job. But I do agree, the hype is a little ridiculous. And then I find out this game has been in development for 7 years. So
What the fuck?
yeah. Okay. Yep.
Why?
Oh yeah, 2017 it came out.
Wow.
The first one.
Yeah. All right.
And
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, yeah, the reason why is because they said they just wanted to give it as much time as possible. That was what they told everybody today when they did an interview about this. So we'll see if it was worth the wait.
That's crazy. All right. Next up, we got Call of Duty, Black Ops 7. The only thing I know about this game is that in the comments section, Rich, you know what I'm getting into right now. In the comment section of the YouTube video, it got ratioed by a comment that said, "This looking at this trailer makes you want to pre-order Battlefield 6." Now, Rich, maybe you can explain this. Why are people hating on this so much?
Well, the argument is that it's no longer Call of Duty. They've made so many changes. It's a couple of different things. The trailer, because there's some information came out after they released the trailer. First and foremost, it is a 4-player co-op campaign, and the difficulty is adjusted based on how many people are playing the game. So, in other words, because there is no difficulty setting. That's what they said. So, if you are playing with your friends, then things will be more difficult. So, I guess that means it's going to be very easy if you're playing single player. I mean, I'm not sure, but the game is totally different in terms of all the things they are trying to do. It doesn't feel like your traditional Call of Duty. It's a lot of, I think I saw one shot where there was an oversized guy attacking, like a giant, attacking a smaller version of the main character. So it's a lot of different things because the theme is about fear and the something that the antagonist does to the, to the good guys, I guess. But yeah, it's just a lot going on in that trailer. This is why I say a lot of people are like, "Oh, what the hell is this? This is not the Call of Duty that I remember." So, but it's still going to sell well. You already know this is Call of Duty. It's still going to sell a lot of copies. None of that stuff will matter.
Every so
I will
often,
say
they
this.
have to throw a monkey wrench into their own formula.
Mhm.
Remember
Out of all
Space One?
Oh yeah, that one was a flop. I mean, relative to other games. But I will say this:
it still did
one
well.
quick thing.
Go ahead, Carlos.
Yeah. Out of all the years that I've known Adam, this is the quietest he's been about a Call of Duty.
That's a good point because every year, this is it. This is the one.
This is it.
He didn't say
This is
shit.
one.
I posted that trailer in our group channel. He didn't say nothing.
Silence is golden. when it
Silence
comes to Mr.
speaks
Bale.
louder than words, man.
Exactly. Especially when it comes to Adam. If he ain't got no shit to say about it, then later on you get it out of him. He's like, "Oh, what is this shit?"
Yeah.
No. Remember, Adam does not like the ultra fantasy getting into his war games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh man. Anybody else want to jump in on Call of Duty? I guess nobody. If Adam was here, we'd be spending the next half an hour talking about it. But for the rest of us, it's a Call of Duty game. So there you go.
It's a Call of Duty in a line of many Call of Duty games.
So, what happened, Brett?
So, I said, bro, I had a busy week. I didn't catch the show. I'm mostly chilling with the cut here. I'm hanging out with Brian tonight.
Okay, fair enough. Listen, we still like having you here, man.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. I just I had seen that. I was like, oh shit, do I need to catch up on this? And I looked at the dates and I was like, nah, it's only like one day in. And I then you explained, I was like, oh, okay, cool. So all the press came. Meaning we already got all the news. Meaning we are talking about the news tonight. God damn it. All right, cool. Well, I'm here.
Listen, Brett. To be
I'm
fair,
just like I'm sitting in the back with my
yeah.
arms folded, like I'm that guy in the corner of the poster.
Yeah, fair enough. So I'm just a little bit removed from you because I'm reading this. I didn't see any of this shit either. So we're not that far apart when it comes to this, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, man. Moving on, we have Lords of the Fallen 2.
Finally.
I'm confused by this.
Yes.
Is this a sequel to the original one or the remake? Because for some reason they brought back Lords of the Fallen, remember?
There's two.
There's two Lords of the Fallen. So which one is this a sequel to? Wait, hold on, Chris. There's a difference. One is called Lords of the Fallen, the other one's called The Lords of the Fallen. Wait,
what's the name? What's the name of this game?
This one is Lords of the Fallen. It's not the same. It's not the
same. Is it? I guess it's the sequel to Lords of the Fallen, the original, huh?
Jesus. All right. Whatever. This is interesting, and this is not a video game. Based on a video game, though, Sekiro is getting an anime.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yep.
Yeah. Anything you guys are telling me about this?
I mean, they're just adapting Sekiro.
Will the anime have some kind of parrying mechanic that you have to mimic?
Well, you don't need to mimic it. He's going to do it himself. You can just watch him do it.
Yeah. All right. Anyone going to watch this thing?
I'll check it out.
Right.
What's it on? It's supposed to be on
Crunchyroll
some sort of streaming service. I don't have a subscription to Crunchyroll.
Uh-oh.
Oh well.
Oh well.
I guess I'll wait. I guess I'll wait for it to come out on Blu-ray eventually.
Damn.
To watch it there.
Or Crunchyroll, the free version eventually.
Do they still do that? Are they not like or they have turned it like Hulu where you have to have a fucking login?
Oh, I don't even know. I mean, they used to be like that, but I haven't had a Crunchyroll subscription in years.
Same. Well, I've never had one. I just would go on their site.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I used to do. All right. Next up, we have a Lego Batman game.
This Lego Batman game is literally the Arkham games, but Lego Batman.
Oh, really? Oh, that's why it's called Legacy of the Dark Knight. Okay.
Well, it's Legacy of the Dark Knight because it's every Batman. You can literally dress him up as any Batman you want to dress him up as.
Yeah. Okay. It says players can relive key moments from Batman movies, video games, and comic books as they become the legendary Dark Knight. But the real attention grabber here was that Toast of London and What We Do in Shadows star none of these words mean anything to me. Matt Berry will voice Bane. None of that means anything to me.
Oh, he is a comedian in What We Do in the Shadows. He was actually, Randy, remember what was that?
Marenghi's Dark Place?
Yeah, Dark Place. He was the doctor. Yeah,
he's the doctor.
He's been in a few things. He was in IT Crowd. He was he's a British comedian and actor. Yeah. He's done some US stuff.
Okay. Next up we have Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War 4. I didn't know there were 3 other games.
Yeah.
Yep.
Explain, Brett, please.
40,000. It's the RTS.
Oh, okay. No wonder I don't know it. Would you give it a shot?
Yeah. I mean, yes. But I've been having decreased interest in RTSs over the last few years. I'm not sure if it's just really haven't played many, or they've kind of gone away from the 4X strategy. I don't really know.
Yeah,
I'll tell you after I replay Command and Conquer.
Hey, there you go. All right, it looks like we have a collaboration between Monster Hunter and Monster Hunter and Final Fantasy 14. I mean, we saw Final Fantasy crossover with Monster Hunter World as well. So not surprised there.
Now you can actually have a chocobo as opposed to just making your bird thing look like a chocobo.
There you go. Yo, Carlos, they got chocobos in it.
Yep.
And they better not be hidden.
Well, you probably have to do a mission to get it. So
yeah, we'll jump back on it. Check that out.
some new monsters, some fun other stuff. It looked cool.
Yeah. All right. Next up here we have Onimusha, Way of the Sword. I did play this at the Capcom event, so I can tell you about it. The first thing I thought was like, oh wow, they made it into a Souls-like, and this is the reason why I don't like that label Soul Slop, because this is good, So yeah, and I can definitively say that because the Soul genre did not exist when the original Onimusha games came out, and this shit is nothing like those. But I liked it. It was just a short, 5-minute demo and shit. I got through it, even though some of the other people in the room were kind of struggling with the boss. I kicked that fucking thing's ass. As soon as I was like, oh, this is a Souls-like, let me proceed accordingly, So it's like, wait for them to attack, find an opening, block, parry, all that good stuff. Looks really nice. It's RE engine, obviously. So, I'm curious to see what the OG Onimusha fans will think of this. This is very different, but I have no such attachment, so I'm willing to check this out. Jolly Yellow says, wasn't Onimusha originally pretty much Resident Evil, but with demons? Yeah, pretty much. So this is
pretty much.
Yeah.
Demons and samurai, yeah.
Yep. So this is Souls-like. If you guys have any questions about it, let me know. But yeah, that's pretty much the spiel. Onimusha is a Souls-like now, but it's more forgiving. It's not as brutal and shit.
It's still 2026, right?
Yeah, it's coming out for everything but the Switch. And you play as a Musashi, Riku's boy.
Uh-oh.
But not to be confused with Joe Musashi from Shinobi.
Miyamoto's Musashi is like the master swordsman.
Yeah, and you said he's Mifune, right? This guy,
it's Mifune. It's Toshiro Mifune, who's the thing, which goes in line with the Onimusha games. They always take an actor or an actor that has passed away and put them in the main role.
Yeah. So good stuff. All right, next up we have Ars Knights Endfield. This looks like a JRPG already, just from the screenshot. We don't have a release date for this game, but reminded us that this game exists. It has some good-looking action, anime girls, and plenty of gadgets. But what kind of game is it? Whatever, who cares? All right, we have Daemon Ex Machina, Titanic Scion. The fuck is this? This sounds familiar.
I know Daemon Ex Machina, but
yeah, that name sounds familiar.
Sequel.
Yeah. Looks like it's a mech game. So, does anybody know anything about this game? I'm going to take that as a no.
I think this is the Chinese mecha game, isn't it?
Maybe. So apologies to anyone who's listening. We're very ignorant right now. I don't know the fucking game. Daemon Ex Machina. I've heard that name before. And not just because it's Machina, motherfuckers. All right. Oh, there's a demo. Ooh, okay. We have to try that out. What about the Trails demo, though? Shout out to Riku Sun 1. Oh, man. By the way, if you guys are listening, do Riku a huge favor and play the Trails in the Sky demo that's on PSN and Xbox and other platforms now. He wants everybody to play it. But apparently it's a long demo. It's like a 7-hour long demo. It's like literally the first chapter of the game. But
they better give you a fucking save.
They do. You could
final game.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You could bring that over to the main game. Okay, next up we have
7 hours.
Yeah, so
I can make Metal Gear in that time.
Yeah, you can. Europa Universalis 5. I didn't know there were 4 of these motherfuckers. It has been more than a decade since the last game in the Europa Universalis series was released, and Paradox confirmed that a new sequel in the strategy game series is in development. Okay, so there you go. Don't really care. If Adam was here, he'd be hyped for this one. Fallout Season 2.
I actually watched season 1. I quite enjoyed it.
Oh, really interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty fun. It was it definitely is a Brett, you know Fallout better than me. You guys know Fallout better than me, but it does have a fair bit of humor in it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yes. But yeah, I thought it was interesting. It was pretty good.
Brett, are you excited for season 2? Did you watch season 1?
Yeah, I did. It wasn't bad actually.
That's good.
I was expecting a lot worse, to be honest.
Oh shit.
I would say the same thing. I was expecting a lot worse than what we got.
Yeah, like they set it up to like it looked like it was gonna have a typical Mary Sue girl boss out of the vault, just killing it at everything.
Perfect,
and then,
no
they had
flaws. Yep.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
she,
yeah. And then they had
she gets
basically it was the Ray and Finn dynamic, right? Like
Yeah.
it looked like they had a girl boss and just this random black guy simp. But they wrote the characters actually well and three-dimensional. So it's kind of like, oh, this is what Ray and Finn would have been like if it were written by a competent scriptwriter. So
Oh wow.
kind of good actually.
Yeah,
Everybody in there is deeply flawed and relatable and has some good twists. It doesn't necessarily stick directly hardcore to the Fallout lore, but you can tell that like it's seen some Fallout. It's just taken some liberties, but honestly, lots of games do too. So
I don't know.
The vault.
Is it me or did it feel like I felt like it was kind of trying to be more of a companion piece than an exact, because like all the vaults from I was watching with a bunch of people who were like stupidly crazy huge fans of Fallout, and yeah, like they chose a bunch of vaults that nobody had ever seen before, and some things connect, some things don't.
Yeah. Well, like I know some people had talked about some things being technically retconned, and I'm honestly not entirely sure about that. I don't remember that, but like I remember like like the overseer in season 1 was a Cyclops, and it's like, have we seen Cyclopses? No, but like, is it out of reason to assume that somebody mutated with one giant eye? No, also no. That's sure, why not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
And like, yeah, just because like you haven't heard of stuff, like the Fallout series is really prone to unreliable narrator syndrome, so it kind of gets retconned and moved around a lot, because you're hearing bits of information from firsthand sources that aren't always they don't always know the most. Like for example, in the Fallout universe, like still nobody has any idea what happened to like Canada and Australia and probably England. Like there's assumptions that England's there, and that mostly China isn't anymore. But like we don't know about most of the world. I think we do know Ireland's still there because we meet somebody who's actually fucking from Ireland.
Nice.
I don't know fucking how, but it's just whatever. So I feel like it was written to be a companion piece. I feel like it was written to kind of have the spirit of it without it wasn't trying to reboot it. It was definitely nodding towards the material there, but it also wasn't that letting it, stranglehold you. Like there's a 5-second spoiler countdown, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's a drug in the show that turns someone into a ghoul. That shit does not exist in the Fallout universe, as far as I know. Now, like you go on missions in Fallout all the time, they're like, oh, here's a special doctor who invented this special drug that you've never seen before. So like again, like have I seen it? No. Does that mean it can't happen? Also no. And it really did seem to pay respect to the source material and the fan base. So honestly, I'm okay with overlooking a few things as long as the spirit seems, like well intended. So like it seemed like they're like, hey, we're trying to write this for Fallout fans, but also, so some other people can watch it with a little bit of context. So, bear with us. And I think they walked a good line. I really do. Would I have been, enamored if they had pandered to Fallout fans? I guess, but like, what are they going to do? Like, a Last of Us 1-to-1 remake of one of the games? Like, that would have been bullshit. I don't want to see that.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it was kind of great to see somebody do a Finn and Ray relationship well. Like, it was just kind of like, oh wow, shit, that's what that would look like. That's almost forgotten sometimes what people who take a moment to write actually feels like.
It's funny. All right, good stuff there. Moving on here. Indiana Jones and the Order of Giants DLC. I will absolutely be playing this because I really enjoyed Indiana Jones. Good stuff.
Same.
Order of Giants. If you played the game, that lets you know what it's going to be about. Rich, what's up?
Also,
Rich, you going to say something?
Fun fact.
Yeah,
fun fact.
Yeah.
This game is out the exact same day as Hollow Knight Silk Song. So yeah, you're right. People, I think a lot of people are going to want to play that Indiana Jones DLC. So we'll see how that turns out.
Yeah. Manny, what were you going to say?
Also coming to Switch.
Yeah, coming to Switch. Hopefully it'll be better than Elden Ring on Switch, but we'll talk about that in a bit. Oh man,
is it lighting Switch 2s on fire?
We'll get to that story. All right, we have Deadpool VR. So if you're
didn't care about it the first time.
It's voiced by John Leguizamo. What the fuck?
No, it's not John Leguizamo.
That's what it says here.
It's not supposed to be John Leguizamo. It's supposed to be Doogie Howser is the voice of that character.
Okay, well tell that to GameSpot.
Oh no, Mojo is John Leguizamo.
Is that what it is? Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Why doesn't it say who?
Yeah, it's Neil Patrick Harris.
Okay, there we go. I like Neil Patrick Harris. All right.
Yeah, honestly, like I feel like Ryan Reynolds really nailed the voice, but also NPH kind of nails the voice.
Yeah.
So
what do you think about Nolan North, though?
He was the other.
Honestly, that wasn't bad either. Like,
it wasn't.
They were all pretty good.
Yeah.
I still feel like Ryan Reynolds. When you hear it, you're like, no. I mean, that's probably the one right there. That feels kind of on the nose.
He does do a good job.
Mostly because he just kind of imagined him sounding like Van Wilder anyway.
Yes.
So. It's I'm good with all of them. I don't think that I kind of as a pretty hardcore Deadpool fan, I wasn't necessarily on board with everybody being like, oh, Ryan Reynolds, voice of Deadpool now and forever. I was like, he's good. It's good. He's doing a good job. But it's not like you can't ever imagine the voice otherwise. And I think Neil Patrick Harris is honestly a fucking excellent choice.
He's great. Yeah.
Didn't care for him as Spider-Man though.
I was going to say he was Spider-Man in that MTV CG show. By the way, Brett, I may have told you this before. I've never been able to accept Ryan Reynolds in any role but Van Wilder. But with Deadpool, I'm like, yep, that fucking works. That works.
Yep.
Yeah, it's perfect. He is just a demented Van Wilder. It's perfect.
Yeah. He gave Van Wilder superpowers and zero responsibility. Pretty much nailed it.
Yep. Good stuff there. All right, we got World of Tanks 2.0. So if you're a World of Tanks fan, there you go.
Let's love that game.
Yeah. This one's John Carpenter's Toxic Commando.
Okay, your eyebrow is raised. Read further.
Okay. After being missing in action for quite a while, John Carpenter's Toxic Commando made its gameplay debut during ONL. Developed by Saber Interactive, the game looks impressively gory in action. It'll be out in early 2026.
It's not a looter shooter. What do they call that game? It's what the hell is the type of game? It's one of those types of shooters.
Oh God, it's an extraction shooter.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Oh, here we go. That's the genre we're trying now.
It is here.
No, they don't. Yeah. No, they don't. So that's the genre we're trying now. Everything's an extraction shooter. All right. There you go. Why does it have John Carpenter's name on it?
I think he did because John Carpenter wants money.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm here. I'm like, was there a John Carpenter movie I missed? What the fuck is this shit?
I mean, there's a couple of games he's put his name on. It's usually like maybe they sat with him and came with like one premise and like, hey, can we put your name on it and you do the music? He's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, there you go. That's why they use the music. Yeah.
As long as you give me enough money to buy cigarettes.
Yeah. All right. We have some indie looking game here called Death by Scrolling. Okay, whatever. Who cares? Let's move on here. I don't like whatever. Something called Zero Parades. While the trailer was very cinematic, it looks like it will revolve around espionage and spycraft. Again, no trailer here, so I don't know what the hell this shit is. Does anybody remember Zero Parades?
I thought it was like a top angle type of game.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right, whatever. Hey, here we go.
Didn't look awful.
So here's a couple of trailers. So let me look at this John Carpenter thing. What the fuck is this shit? What is this, Robin? Okay, that's stupid. Okay, so what the hell did I leave it off at? I hate that these things don't get their shit right. Anyway, what is this? Neverness to Everness. The fuck kind of name is that?
Never, ever.
The Neverness to Everness. So in case you can't get enough of games with cool techwear fashion like Zenless Zone Zero and Honkai Star Rail, Neverness to Everness looks like an interesting entry in that specific genre. What the fuck is that genre?
It's like anime characters with stuff.
Okay.
Genshin Impact.
Okay.
Genshin
Thank
Impact,
you. Thank
yeah.
you, Brian.
Genshin Impact, Zelda Zone Saga. So it's like
that shit.
Like it's either a Korean or Chinese developed title with anime characters in it.
Yeah. All right. So nothing to speak of there. Another anime looking game called Unbeatable. Catchy gameplay and fully coolly inspired vibes. Okay, that's cool.
Catchy gameplay, but they don't show you any. They don't show you any gameplay. They just show the trailer, which is just a bunch of. Oh no, it's like a side scroller.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, that would have been again. GameStop. Why didn't you put the fucking trailers?
Yeah, it's like a 2.4D. Like a 3D backgrounds, 3D characters on a.
Oh, 2.5D. Okay, that deal.
Yeah, 2.5D. Yeah.
Yeah.
Type of deal, yeah.
All right. Next up, we have Honor of Kings World. That's a hell of a name.
Honor of the King.
And in another brief trailer, we got to look at a big boss fight in Honor of Kings World and some fancy fantasy architecture. Don't care. They apparently had a clear, obscure musical number during this thing.
Yeah, it was nice. It was the girl singing the main song. That's sort of the main theme of the game.
Yeah. So far, this doesn't seem like a very good show.
It wasn't awful, but
Yeah.
we've seen worse.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. So here's something I'm actually excited about. Ninja Gaiden 4, son. That's going to be a good one. This is the year of the ninja, man. We got Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. We got Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Got Ninja Gaiden Black. So good stuff there. Tony, what about Ghost of Yotei? They have a ninja.
That's not a ninja. She's also not a samurai either.
Yeah. Oh, but man, game did have a ninja, though. Rich's favorite game, Assassin's Creed Shadows.
No.
That also had a samurai.
Yeah.
With a giant I guess he was.
Well, we was samurai, right, Brian?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Rich.
I'm just going to make a comment, and I will revisit this later.
Yeah.
Since you mentioned that, I actually do have something to say about Assassin's Creed Shadows and Ghost of Yotei, so stay tuned for that in the future, because I am going to make something specifically about something I have to say about that. But yeah, that's down the road.
There's going to be a
That's
big
a tease.
article about the two
or video,
Crazy.
or video.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, man. Good stuff. All right, next up we have a game called The Darkest Files. It's a game framed around heavy subject matter as players will process documents, prosecute Nazis, and defend post-war Germany. The game is out now. Okay, so there you go. Looks like it has an interesting art style.
Safe?
It's to say, I don't know, man. You're talking about the Nazis. You can't talk about them anymore. Even though they used to be a joke back when we were kids, but you know how things are now.
They're big of garbages, yeah.
Yeah. All right, Cinder City. It's the next game. It's like a third-person shooting game. It's a tactical shooter game. All right. What? It's an MMO too? What the fuck is this game? Let me just read this shit. NC Soft.
You're just looking at words.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of random fucking words here. What is this shit? NC Soft had 2 games to show off at ONL, starting with the live service tactical shooter Cinder City, the MMO. So it's a tactical shooter and MMO.
Okay.
Whatever. I already lost interest. All right. Next up, we have something called Time Takers, the second game from NC Soft. It's a third-person team-based shooter that brings together characters from across various eras of human history to battle each other. Okay. Silent Hill F.
Yes. By the way,
Yeah.
the first time in like 10 years we've seen anything Konami related on a Jeff Keighley show. Besides
Keighley?
Like he's never like he had a sort of maybe a sort of a hidden boycott against the Konami. But fun thing, he did not announce this game because he had a co-host. Co-host announced this game.
Who was the co-host?
It was the same girl that was last year. I can't remember her name. This is German girl. I don't know.
Okay.
She did it. Yeah. This one they actually showed the English voice cast because the last 2 trailers were both the Japanese voices, and they gave you a little bit of a deeper look into what's gone. The voice of the girl is actually Yuffie from Final Fantasy Remake.
That's cool. Wait. Okay, you know what? I'll talk about this later. I was going to get distracted by something I saw on Twitter. All right, next up we have Chronos: The New Dawn. It's basically like it looks like fucking Dead Space meets PT. You know, I'm interested. Chris, I know you're interested in this game. Looks very cool. If you're,
yeah. No, it looks good, and Bluebird seemed to do a good job with the Silent Hill 2 remake, so we'll see.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely keep that one on your radar. All right, next up we have La Divina Comedia. For some, listen, man, I'm just saying it as it is. For some divine comedy action and what is probably an incredibly unreadable logo, La Divina Comedia looks like it'll transport players to several circles of hell where they'll be forced to fight or perish. So is this like Dante's Inferno?
Dante's Inferno.
That's what the Divine Comedy is, man.
That's the Divine Comedy.
Remember the Dante's Inferno game that was a God of War ripoff? I did not like that.
Oh yeah, I played that.
Yeah, I was not a fan, Chris. Not a fan. Yeah. Man, these motherfuckers don't know Ice Earth.
They don't know Ice Earth.
All right, next up we got the Outer Worlds 2. I guess it's a new trailer. Yes, a new trailer.
Yeah, they were trying to be funny.
Oh, well, of course.
Funny.
Yeah. Is anybody here hyped for this game?
Brett, I look at you.
No, Brett didn't like the first one.
Okay, Brett, nope. I do not look at
you. Brett and I both agreed. Yeah, Brett, you and I are the same boat. We want to like it, but we both found it boring. It was fucking boring, bro.
Unfortunately, and after the whole thing with Avowed, I'm not feeling particular. Like they couldn't copy one of Bethesda's properties. I don't know why they would be able to copy another one, especially after not having like it was supposed to kind of be a Fallout-y kind of thing.
Yeah.
Now it's tough to mix 1950s pop culture with retrofuturism, so like they kind of went frontier prairie. Kind of Firefly aesthetic with big corpo. And like it's a good mix, honestly. It's a good vibe and a good aesthetic. But the game felt basic. And then Avowed
Really?
also felt extremely basic. So like, do I have a lot of faith that uh Outer Worlds 2 is not gonna feel basic as fuck? No, not really.
Yeah. No, I
I'll try it
agree.
on Game Pass.
Yeah, there you go. Good enough for Game Pass.
Yep. I mean, I'm maybe not, but I'll try it on Game Pass, and then I may come back and be like, I was so wrong, but probably not.
I want my money back. I want my time back.
All right, so there you
You
go.
didn't technically pay anything for it, and I still want my money back.
Yeah, that's how you know it's bad, bro.
Mhm.
All right, next up, what do we have here? Inzoi Island Getaway. I can't tell you, bro. I don't know. All right, next up, it looks like we have some.
It looked like this. It looked like The Sims, but with like more attractive looking characters.
Okay, fair enough. Fate Trigger. Looks like an anime shooting game. I just see a waifu here.
I guess it's part of the Fate series, like the Fate Stay Night, maybe.
Or
Or should it just be called Fate?
I think it's just called Fate.
Yeah.
Fate Trigger. Yeah, I don't think it's part of that. But speaking about anime, the Seven Deadly Sins Origin is coming out.
It count as anime.
Seven Deadly Sins is an anime, isn't it? Or am I wrong about that?
It is an
It was on
anime.
Netflix. Yeah.
How is it
Yeah,
barely?
Netflix.
Wait, I'm curious about that. How is it barely an anime?
Oh, okay. I'm just talking shit on it because it's not very good.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. So,
No,
Okay,
it's,
I got the
it's
joke.
It's not. Yeah.
go ahead, Brian.
Oh no, the last season of the anime was just like I think it'll go down as one of the worst adaptations of a manga in a long time.
Damn.
It's not as bad as Berserk. Don't worry, that still holds the crown. But it's like
Berserk
really bad.
violates you.
26. Gotta clarify. 2016 version of Berserk.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one. Ugh.
Was it 2016 and 2015? Because I know they had two of them, and they were both bad.
They were both bad. Yeah.
They had the move. They had the movie and then the series. So
Yeah,
they both sucked.
Terrible. Yeah. What's up, Brian? Go ahead.
No, that's all I know. I'm just jumping around as you talk about them on the Game Awards channel.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what this game is.
Okay. Yeah. Seven Deadly Sins. There you go. By the way, shout out to Reggie who's in the chat. He goes, "Did you talk about that one game yet with the green castle?" I don't know what the hell you're talking about. We may have though.
We may have gotten there or may have not.
Yeah, we may have. So again, I'm looking at GameSpot here, and they don't have the fucking trailers. They just have screenshots. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. All right, next up, we have something called Void Breaker. It's out now in early access for Steam and PC. So if you're into whatever the fuck this type of game is, there you go. I wish they would at least tell you. All right, we got Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. After years, yeah, it's coming. It's coming out this year. Look at that. Yeah, because it's been in development hell forever. You know. Okay.
They somehow we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Reggie goes, Tony, we just went ape over it yesterday. Oh my God. Oh, you're talking about He-Man. Oh yeah, we talked about that, bro. We talked about that.
Yeah.
And we're excited.
Castle. You could have just said Castle, great, a Skull Castle.
You could have said a Skull Castle. I was like Green Castle. I don't think green when I think Gray Skull, son. You know? Like you should have said Green Tiger. That's more appropriate. But you should have just said Skull
Green
Castle.
Tiger game.
Yeah. Skull Castle, bro. Okay, Moonlighter 2. I didn't know there was a Moonlighter 1.
I did not know there was a Moonlighter 1.
11-Bit Studios and Digital Sun Games revealed that roguelike already lost interest. Let's move on here. World of Warcraft Midnight. What the another expansion. So whoever's still playing World of Warcraft, there you go. Never played this game, so I have no opinion. Age of Empires 4 for you Age of Empires fans.
Age of Empires.
Yeah. Cult of the Lamb. A name that sounds familiar, but it's an expansion. It looks like. All right.
An expansion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
The game already exists.
That's what I was saying. I was like, what the fuck? Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is also getting as a DLC, second DLC expansion. So if you like that game, there you go. And Shrouded Wake the Water. What the fuck? Is a big new Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, you Brett, you've played Enshrouded, right?
Oh yeah. Enshrouded's good.
So now they're adding water. They didn't have water in the like water you could swim in, so now you can do it.
Oh yeah,
it's
they constantly upgrade that thing.
That Enshrouded is almost like it's like Minecraft for adults. Because
yeah, kinda.
Yeah, it's kind of like Minecraft for adults, where like you could pretty much build anything that you want,
Yeah,
in the
and you can
environment,
toggle
and
into
it
the
stays
ground
there.
full terraforming.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and Tony,
A buddy of mine.
Yeah.
I forgot the Moonlighter game. I played a little bit the first one. So the idea is you're a shopkeeper.
Yeah.
In like a town. You serve other adventurers like RPG adventurers, right? But it's like, where does the shopkeeper get his stuff? So you go out adventuring and you gather items that you sell in your shop.
Okay.
That's the idea. At night, that's why he's a Moonlighter. At night, you go out and you adventure and you collect, loot, and then you sell it back to people.
Oh, that is interesting. Okay, cool. All right. We're actually almost done here. Go ahead. Yeah. Project Spectrum. It is the next game from the team behind Delta Force. Delta Force is a movie with Chuck Norris, man. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. What's up with this?
And it billed as a PvPvE psychological horror game. It was, somebody needed an editor here. It shown off. Okay, again, no fucking trailers, so I can't see this shit. Okay, we got another World of Tanks trailer, because you can't have one World of Tanks trailer. You need two. They
need to make more tanks. The world of even more tanks.
All right. Here's richest game of the year, Gigogo Sayote. So there you go. What did they show? Anything new for this?
They showed a little more stuff, and then they also showed the multiplayer. So they're bringing back the multiplayer Legends game.
Oh, that was actually fun.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, here we go. The good stuff. Resident Evil Requiem. They actually had like a playable demo, and I got to play it. The game is fucking awesome. It was like
Did you play it first person or third?
To quote the meme girl, why not both? I swap.
Oh.
Yeah, I swap between them just to check them out. I probably will stick with third person for two reasons. Mm-hmm. One, it just feels more Resident Evil-ish, and then two, because it's less scary. Yeah, you get scared shitless in that first person, bro. But yeah, the demo was cool. Basically, you start off as, I believe, girl's name is Grace, and she's like strapped upside down to a fucking gurney. She gets herself out. Very brutal way of getting herself out. She's going around like a abandoned medical facility, dimly lit. And then, of course, a giant monster shows up, and you gotta avoid it and everything while you're trying to find like a fuse to like open up a gate and shit. Basic Resident Evil shit, right? Spooky environment, puzzles, and a fucking monster coming after you. But in the demo, at least, no weapons. The only weapon you had was, then you can't even call it weapons, the fucking bottle.
Bottles.
Yes, and you only really use that to distract the monster. There's this one scene, I like the way the monster was introduced, because like you find a key to open this door, you open the door, and this fucking corpse falls on you, and you're like, oh shit, because she's even like, oh, this thing's infected, and then you slowly see a hand just come into frame, grab this thing, and then the camera pulls up, and you see this monster there, and it just bites the head off this dead thing. I'm like, bro, this is cool. you know. And then there was another scene where like you're in an office area looking for like a screwdriver to get the fuse, and then this thing just rolls up, you know, so you got to like hide under a desk and shit. There is one spot there that actually has like lighting. And when you go into this room, it can't chase you anymore because it's like you actually see light hurt it. I'm like, okay, light hurts it. That's cool. But of course, when you take the fuse that you need to put it into the other place, no more lights. Yes, lights shut off. I'm like, oh fuck, you know. So when I got to that part, and it literally Chris just dropped in front of me. You know, I'm like, oh shit. So I just threw a bottle in his face and just ran around it. You know. And then the demo ends like, you know, you put the fuse in, you open up the gate, yay! Then it grabs you by the leg and pulls you away. And then it said, you know, February 27th. Like, fuck! That's a crazy ending, man. So yeah, it's good stuff. Chris, I know you're gonna get the platinum for this one.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna work on that for sure.
Yeah, it's so good. It has everything you expect from Resident Evil, man. And I'm really happy they have both camera angles there. I want to do two playthroughs in both, you know. All right, and the last game we have at least listed here is Black Myth.
Big surprise.
Yeah, Black Myth Zonkoi. I think I said that right. The final surprise of the night was Zonkoi. Was Black Myth Zonkoi from Black Myth Wukong developer Game Science. It'll be a single-player action RPG starring the ghost-catching god Zinkui. That's cool. So, and like apparently they trademarked a bunch of other Black Myth games, you know?
Yeah, they pretty much just take they're just pretty much doing like darker mythologies of these well-known like Chinese you know, mythology characters.
Yeah.
Or books.
I'll play it. I like Black Myth Wukong. I didn't finish it because the game was fucking hard. But it was very enjoyable, very pretty game to look at. I'll check this one out, you know. All right, so that's pretty much it for this. Are there any other games or announcements that happened at Gamescom that this thing didn't cover? There was a lot of stuff. Oh, we got to talk about the fucking Xbox ROG Ally. Because that finally got
what is up with that? Whoa, yeah.
What's up, Manny? What's up?
That price.
Oh, well, we don't know yet. The price is not official yet. What did you hear?
I saw a thing that put them down for 1,000 on both of those things.
Right now, what it's being listed. Apparently, Best Buy had this listing. As we predicted, Carlos, the entry level one will be $549, and the expensive one will be $899.
Yo, man, we confirmed this shit months ago. Why, cite us, man. Give us credit.
Cite us, yeah. Manny, I know what you're talking about. There was like an erroneous listing. It was listed for, I think it was $9,000, basically $10,000. You know, which is obviously wrong. But again, Carlos, let's not take full credit just yet. This is still not official, but that sounds about right to me because I want it to be right. It's like a gloat, you know. Although, Carlos, to be fair, we're a little off because we did say $599. This says $549. A little bit.
That's the one that's wrong from the, you know.
Yeah.
The $899 is right. The other one's a little bit off, probably.
Yeah. So yeah, the thing that stood out to me was they're gonna have their own version of like Steam Deck verified games. I forgot what they're calling them here. ROG Ally verified games. So that's kind of cool. And I didn't get to see the UI, but apparently it's like a leaner version of Windows. So hopefully, you know, we won't have to be we won't be asked to if we want to install Office 365 while we're fucking setting this thing up, you know. But yeah, Carlos, I want to get your take on this because you're like, yo, I think I may want this. I find that very interesting.
Yeah. Very interesting indeed. The price by far is the negative of this whole thing. The only thing that makes me not consider buying this, because $899 in this economy, excuse me, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, man.
Here's the thing: the Switch 2, the Switch, They're all decent devices. The Switch 2 is better than the Switch, obviously. The Steam Deck is really good. It's great. But here's the thing that I learned about my time playing, and I've been playing a lot of games on the Switch 2 portably. Actually, I've been playing Donkey Kong a lot. Off the deck. So here's the thing. And maybe this is just a me thing. Is it just me?
Yeah.
Playing 3D games in these things is just, for me, is like a no-go, man. I don't know what it is. It has a lot to do with the controllers. In a tablet, in a screen size like that, it just, for me, it doesn't work. But one thing that I will say is I've been playing another portable.
Another one?
PS Portal.
Oh.
And another one. The PS Portal. And it has something that the others don't have, and that's an actual controller to play with. Like a ergonomic controller that, feels good. And with the ROG Ally X, the thing that I notice is they're doing the whole controller thing. So that's one of the biggest parts of that entices me, is because the Steam Deck is great, but the controller isn't just there. Like it's something that's missing for that to feel just right.
Okay, so I want to.
By the way,
go ahead.
Am I the only one distracted by Manny taking a?
Yeah, he's stuck.
A long time drinking.
No, he's just stuck. That's what it is. So if you guys will indulge me, I want to read you the intro. Yeah, you are stuck. You're stuck right now, dude. Carlos, take a screenshot and show it to Manny. So I want to read you.
Forever drink.
Yeah, I want to read you the intro of the hands-on that we did, because we do have Tom's Guide. 2 of our guys are there, including my manager, Jason. If you're listening to this, shout out to you, brother. So here's the intro of his hands-on. The Xbox ROG Ally is launching on October 16th, and if the leaks are to be believed, we could see the base model priced at $549 and the Ally X coming in at $899. And after testing them myself, we could be looking at 2 of the best gaming handhelds you'll ever buy. It was a quick session, but I really got to stress test them and even open the system monitor to see just how good they were, rather than eyeballing the frame rates and using guesswork. And while there are a couple of gripes like the lack of an OLED display and the fan noise, Asus and Microsoft's Love Fest has created a monster of a system. This is the part that stood out to me. From the simplification of Windows 11, which boots straight into an easy-to-use Xbox UI, to the ergonomic design and the power under the hood, it's almost like Microsoft has seen our complaints about Windows gaming handhelds and meticulously addressed each one. There's a lot to like here, so rather than drag this out, let me tell you what I think. Dude, simplified, stripped down Windows 11, bro, that's what I've been asking for these handhelds. We don't need the full Windows 11 experience on these things at all. Like if you give me the ability, because here's the thing, as great as Steam OS is, like you can't play every game that you own on PC on a Steam Deck, right? Or anything with Steam OS, right? You have to, do some workarounds and stuff. Windows 11 gives you more flexibility, but Windows 11 sucks for handhelds. So if they made a Windows 11 that works better for handhelds, that'll be fucking amazing. And it seems like this is it. This is the one.
This is it.
So yeah, we got the Ryzen Z2 chip on the base model and the Z2 Extreme, Z2 AI Extreme, as they now throw it in there. And apparently this isn't going to be a feature at launch, but later on it's going to have, the typical kind of NVIDIA DLSS type of upscaling. Probably FSR here because it's AMD, right? So that's kind of cool. That way, like it'll make games run better. Maybe even save on battery life too, which would be nice. And the design doesn't look that bad, just based off the photos. Because when I first saw it, that reveal looked kind of weird. But I think it looks pretty cool. But yeah, Carlos, to your point, and I'm probably going to write about this. I'm not saying I'm going to buy it because I'm going to be a fucking asshole and just say it. I don't have to buy it. I'm going to get this thing from Asus. But I am at least excited about it because of that supposedly stripped down Windows 11. Dude, that to me is alone because that was my only gripe. I love the ROG Ally. I like all the Windows handhelds except for the Windows part. You know. Because I'm like, yo, yeah, because like all of them, right? Literally all of them that have been released after the Steam Deck, they're all better. You know, they have better specs, everything, right? But fucking Windows 11 is a piece of shit. You know, for handhelds. That's why I'm really championing the Lenovo Legion Go S right now with SteamOS. It's like literally everything I wanted. It's basically the same specs as the ROG Ally X. You know that currently exists with SteamOS. It's fantastic. But this shit, like. If it works as well as I hope, bro, I'm good. I want to read this part. You've seen numbers from other Windows 11 gaming handhelds sporting basically the same Ryzen Z2 Extreme chipset, bar, and NPU. So why am I getting more performance out of this machine? In 2 words, efficient software. The way Windows would drag down performance and battery life on other handhelds comes down to all the background tasks the OS runs to keep the desktop alive and the many other functions that are required. But here you'll see the Xbox Ally boot directly into an Xbox UI, which isn't just a really easy to use front end, but it dumps all these unnecessary background processes. I'm liking every single thing I'm reading here, bro. That leaves a lot more headroom in the chipset and the RAM to focus on gaming, which results in a dramatic uplift in frames. And it allows for a far nicer controller-friendly interface too, with quick settings available at a button press, a nice multitask viewer, plenty of depth with Armory Crate to tweak the power profiles, and much more. It's a complete transformation of the Windows woes. Armory Crate is AMD's like launcher for you guys who don't know. But he does have some complaints. He says the fans get loud. I'm not surprised there. And he says he wishes there was an OLED. Well, that's what the second one is for, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, that'll probably come out.
I'm not surprised there's no OLED. Remember, this thing is basically a rejiggered version of the Ally X. Ally X doesn't have an OLED, so I'm not surprised there, you know?
The only thing I don't like about the aesthetic, well, there's 2 things I don't like about the aesthetic.
The sides, right? They kind of come down a little bit too much.
Yeah, and also the buttons. I feel like they're all like kind of just there's too many. Like there's a Windows button, there's like a menu button. There's a lot of those buttons on the top sides.
Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Why put ROG on the bottom of the bezel, man? That irks me for some reason.
It's because this thing is literally an ROG Ally, and that's the way that one has it. You know.
Yeah. Well, obviously, yeah. But like I'm just saying, just having it there.
Yeah.
Like the Steam Deck doesn't have like.
No, it doesn't. By the way, I'm not saying that as an excuse. I'm just saying that's why. You know, I agree with you.
Yeah.
It would have been nice not to have an Xbox thing there.
or not have anything.
Well, yeah,
like
that's also true.
He just clean.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what this thing's about. It seems like they've fixed the main problem I have with Windows handhelds. That's cool, man.
Well, and Tony, if you're looking at the screenshot of the device,
yeah,
I like the way that the buttons, the thumbsticks are set up too.
They look nice, yeah.
One of the issues that I have with the Steam Deck is both of the thumbsticks they're on the same level, but they're up.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like this one is a concave, more like an Xbox controller.
Yeah, and like one the thumbstick on the left is at the top, and the thumbstick on the right is at the bottom, which is to me ergonomically even better.
Yeah,
the Switch does this, but the issue with the Switch is that the ABY X buttons are immediately on top of the thumbstick, which is annoying.
Yeah. Not a fan.
Yeah, not a fan. But this one does that right, and it's got the sides as well. The sides, where you hold the controller type of thing. And the D-pad looks nice too.
It does, yeah, nice and rounded. Yep.
So I'm just gonna wait and see.
Yeah.
How I feel about the price, because it is a lot.
I'll say this. Because this is probably going to be sold at Best Buy, just like the regular Xbox ROG Ally. There's always sales, so I would wait. And by the way, Carlos, I love how you just said, "Yo, $8.99 is a lot," because you're not even considering that lower end version. My man.
Oh, hell no.
My man. Let's go.
To quote a great philosopher, oh, hell no.
Oh man, you got a bigger battery in it too. Let's go, man. That's
and it's got it's got other stuff too, like the Thunderbolt ports are different.
Yep.
I forgot what else it has. That's different, but yeah, it's got a lot more.
Excuse me? Good stuff, man. Listen, man, we could change our minds when we have new information. Because obviously when this thing was first announced, it's like, what the fuck's the point of this thing? You know? But it seems like they had pressed the main thing I had a problem with. So that's good, but we'll see. October 16th, you know your boy's going to review this shit. So stay tuned. All right, so speaking about prices, we got to talk about the other big story. We knew this was coming. If it wasn't for Gamescom, this probably would have been the lead story of the night. It's finally happened, people. Sony is raising the price of the PlayStation in the U.S., bro. The rest of the world got it first. Now we're getting it. All the systems, yep. So all three PlayStations, the regular PS5, the digital version, and the PS5 Pro are all going up by $50, man. Crazy stuff. I still find it weird that we live in a time. Okay, you know how people erroneously say, "Oh, buying this is an investment." Like, no, that's a wrong. Like, when you invest in something, it's supposed to go up in value, right? So for consumer electronics, that's an erroneous way of saying it. But now we've gotten to a case where that's actually a correct way of saying it. That's the correct term. Because if you bought this thing yesterday, you actually did make an investment because now your shit's more valuable. That's fucking insane. It is still wild to me that we live in a time where machines go up in price without any upgrades. You know? So I'm curious because we know the last time we talked about how PlayStation has sold 80 million units, right? Is this going to affect sales? You know, do you think the PlayStation status as the de facto game console will be hurt by this? Yes, $50, but $50 could be a lot of money for some people. You know, for most people, I would say. You know,
what happened to their stockpile of PlayStations?
Yeah. Again, all these companies are full of shit.
To avert the tariffs and all that other garbage. Bullshit. They just looked at a situation and said, "Hey, we can make more fucking money off of this stuff." And the worst thing is that they all across the board, they're making this announcement. Like, we should be fucking excited about this.
Yeah.
Like, PlayStation Blog has it.
Great news, everyone.
No, not great news.
Look at this bullshit right here, man. Let me read this from PlayStation Blog. Similar to many global businesses, we continue to navigate a challenging economic environment. Here we go. As a result, we've made a difficult decision to increase. It wasn't fucking difficult. You were salivating for this shit. You were waiting, like, oh, tariffs? Let's fucking go. Now we can jack up the price. They wanted to do this shit, man. You know, and before motherfuckers come at me, I said the same thing about Xbox and Nintendo. Okay, don't be like, oh, you know, like no. They were all salivating when they heard about the motherfucking tariffs. Because think about it, right? If you are out there saying that you have record profits, never seen profits like this before, you can't turn around and say that because of economic conditions that you have to raise the price. Fuck out of here. If you made that much money, then you should be eating the costs, right? And you can't tell me that it costs more to manufacture a PlayStation or an Xbox 5 years later than it did like back when they originally came out. That's fucking horse shit. You know, these companies are using tariffs as an excuse, bro. You know, it's plain to see.
The Switch went up in price. And
the Switch. The Switch, the original 2017 one, not the Switch 2. You know, it's fucking bullshit. You're going to tell me that almost 10 years later, it's harder, it costs more to manufacture that thing? Nah, son, I'm not buying it. You know? I don't know. What do you, I said my piece. What do you guys think about this price hike?
Yeah, it's what you said, man. These consoles, after years, it gets less pricey to make them. You know, It should be something to go down in price more than go up. So it's ridiculous, man. And you know what? They're still gonna sell.
Oh yeah,
they're still gonna sell.
And I said this before, and this was pissing me off. We're a few months away from Black Friday, right? Oh, PlayStation on sale for $50 off. Bitch, you just brought it back to the original price. Like, what the fuck? You know that's gonna happen.
And it all goes back to those conversations we've had for years now. Remember when I said that the Switch 2 was going to be over 400? Mm-hmm. And I remember when I said that the PS5 was going to be 500 instead of 400.
Yeah.
Like this was already in the making, and like the blatant greed from these companies.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. But yeah, I pretty much echo what you said, Tony. It's ridiculous.
It's crazy. I hope you motherfuckers bought some PlayStations yesterday. Sell them now. You just made an investment. It's fucking insane, bro. And again, what really gets me mad is they're going to have those sales. $50 off.
Hey, you know what you could do? You could get it for even cheaper if you buy a refurbished one off a PlayStation site.
No, I wouldn't trust that.
Right now.
Also
refurbished stuff is fine. Plus, especially if it's a refurbished console, they'll replace it instantly if anything goes wrong.
Yeah. So. Okay. I mean, I do not fuck with refurbished stuff, but do you guys do what you will, By the way, but man, yesterday, weirdly enough, you could actually buy like the Astrobot bundle, and it costs you less than the PlayStation, than the regular PlayStation. Is that a weird? I guess they were trying to get rid of it. Yeah, this is egregious shit, man. But we saw it coming. We said this. Like, okay, bro. It's like the last holdout. And I again haven't seen much chatter about this on Twitter. Are people upset about this, or is it just the Xbox fanboys? Actually, they can't laugh because they did it first. I think maybe no one's laughing because everybody got fucked in the ass.
Just like anything that happens these days, it got normalized.
I think no, Carlos. I'm not happy about that. Just like $70 games, that got normalized real quick.
Thanks, Nintendo.
Yeah, real quick.
Well, Nintendo, it's $80 games.
Shit.
Oh yeah, premium.
Yeah, you're paying a premium to play our games because they're better. It's insane. Yeah, Chris, do you have any thoughts on the price hike here?
Well, it's ridiculous. It's like they saw that everyone else did it, and there wasn't much backlash or anything, and their sales are fine. And they get to point, tariffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, do. And it's like, really? Really, is that the reason?
Yeah, this is not. Yeah, this is another example of where Me Too goes wrong. I want to do it too. It's fucking insane. And again, if the tariff, things goes the other way where they go down or they're eliminated, they're not going to bring the prices back down. That. It's fucking horse shit. How come when you have like global conditions or whatever the fuck, it only goes in one direction, right? Price only goes up. But when the tariffs go down, no, we got to keep it the same because of global conditions. Well, how about those global conditions lower the fucking price?
They could actually get sued for that.
Will they get sued for lowering the price?
Yeah, they are under a legal obligation to their shareholders to maximize profit. And if they do anything to undermine that, their shareholders can actually sue them. BlackRock's actually suing United Healthcare because United Healthcare started giving people better, they approved more procedures after that CEO got shot.
Yeah.
So now they're being sued by their investors.
Isn't BlackRock is so fucking evil, man.
Yeah, but no, literally it is literally the law to maximize shareholder profit.
Yes.
So, like they have to, or they can get sued. It's a whole system is fucked up. We just move back to dividends and fuck this like short scale fucking casino bullshit that we're doing.
Yeah, man, it's some horseshit, bro. All right. What's up, bro? Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I saw this tweet by what's it called, GameStop, and they're like, trade in your PS4s and whatever, and we'll give you $50 because of this. It's like, yeah, you're the trade in is like $5 for this, man.
Yeah, but
they gonna help.
Fuck out of here, bro. They're so full of shit. Yeah. All right, man. Move on here. We alluded to this before, so let's get into it. Elden Ring apparently runs like shit on the Switch too. Is anyone surprised?
No.
I am shocked and appalled.
Oh man. I'm reading this from The Gamer. I know they're a trash website, but they actually did decent reporting here. As reported by Nintendo Life, who were among the very few to try out the game, Elden Ring Tarnished Edition doesn't run quite as well to Switch 2 as other AAA third-party titles like Cyberpunk. You'd think that if the console could run CD Projekt Red's RPG, Elden Ring wouldn't be a problem. Apparently, that's not the case. So there's a quote. It's really bad, and I understand why they don't want you to see this. Damn. Because wowzy zowie, fucking Gen Z writers. It is terrible. Of course, you're never going to see the light of this because it will just release in that state. I can't imagine they will do that. It was like playing Ocarina of Time. It was 20 frames per second. Sometimes it was like this dropped to 15 frames a second. Damn. And does this have the online component? Like,
I would assume it does.
I think it does, right?
So yeah, this is bad. This is bad, but I'm also not surprised. Shocked and appalled, as Brett said. All right. Anything else you guys want to say about that? Guess not, because no one's
fix it.
Gotta fix. No one's. They're not gonna fix it. No, Nintendo doesn't care. All right, and the last story here. This one's interesting. So Rod Fergusson is back in 2K and back in charge of BioShock. So Rod Fergusson, he's kind of the finisher. He comes in to finish projects that are troubled. Like he came in to fix Diablo 4, Gears of War before that. And some of us predicted this shit. We were like, yo, Rod Fergusson is probably going to go fix BioShock. Sure enough, that's exactly what he's doing. Because the latest BioShock game has been in like development hell for a while. So he's going back. And I believe he even helped with Infinite, if I remember it correctly. BioShock Infinite was kind of having some development problems. And my man rolls up and the game comes out. So good on him. And it's funny because he just left Blizzard after, Diablo 4. But maybe he couldn't fix that one.
Yeah.
Maybe this team and Ken Levine's team making that other game can combine their powers and make an actual game.
Yeah, make an actual game, yeah. So
the powers combined.
Yeah. All right, so not much to say there, but pretty interesting. By the way, I just realized that Gamescom thing that I read didn't talk about Pragmata. So I want to talk about that for a little bit.
Talk about Pragmata.
Yeah. So yeah, I got to play that as well. Yeah, the 3 games I played at the Capcom thing were Onimusha, Pragmata, and Resident Evil. So yeah, Pragmata is to quote Richard, an interesting game. I still don't know what the hell to make of it, to be honest, because the one thing I don't like about it is the thing that makes it unique. And if you were to take that away, it would just be a generic shooting game. I'm talking about the fact that to attack enemies effectively, you have to hack their defenses. So basically, you aim your gun, and then you see like a UI, like for the sake of simplicity, let's just call it a 9-grid thing, but it could be way more than 9 grids. So something like 9 grids, and you have to press corresponding buttons in order to get for example, like a green, like the green grid on the bottom, like right-hand side or something. So you have to, for example, press circle, XX to go down there. So once that's done, then you could shoot, right? And I don't know, man. Again, I respect the fact that they're doing something different, but I'm like, this is creating a barrier for the action. But if you don't have that barrier, this game loses its identity. So I don't know what the hell to make of this game. I played it. I beat the whole demo. There was a cool boss battle that had very like the puzzles, like the bigger the enemies are or the more challenging, like the puzzles get crazier. Like this thing had like 12 grids or some shit, and then in some places like you would have like red spots, like if you hit them you would have to do the whole thing over again. But then you could also have spots where like it looks like armor. If you go through all of these, like it'll actually boost your attack and like maybe give you extra time and shit. So it's kind of beneficial. Like you can go with the most direct route, but if you go this other side route through the grid and like hit these like other points to like really weaken enemies, it could be beneficial. But it could be a little difficult when you're aiming and doing this shit, and then you have a fucking robot running at you. You know. But yeah, so very weird gameplay, but. Still cool. The graphics were nice. Obviously, RE engine. The little girl, the android girl, she's fun. The dude is kind of generic, like some kind of boring dude or whatever. The moon facility looks nice. I'm intrigued to play more, but I think it's going to be a hurdle for some people because it's not. They may go into this thinking it's a straight up action game. It is an action game, but there's that weird element in there, Yeah. Anybody have any questions about the game or thoughts?
I do have a question for you.
Yeah.
Tony. Did you have the boss battle, or did the demo end before you could fight the boss?
Oh no, I had the boss battle. I fought him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Demo ends when you beat the boss. Because your demo ended at because yours was a hands-off demo, right? I believe.
Oh no, it was hands-on, but they didn't even give us. We saw the boss, and then they said, "All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today. Look out for the game."
Cock blocking. So yeah, Rich, since you played it, what's your take on what you played?
I agree with everything you said. I think the game there's something interesting about it. I like that Capcom is trying to do something different, but I think it's some people they may not be into this game. I mean, I was into it with the puzzles and the shooting. You definitely feel a little bit of tension when you're trying to solve the puzzle and you have a robot coming towards you. That's that can be a little tense. Like you have a little bit of time to figure something out. But overall, what I played so far, I am intrigued, but I definitely need to see more and play more.
Yeah. Not to be confused with SNK play more, All right, good stuff there. By the way, the thing that I talked about earlier that kind of slightly distracted me on Twitter was apparently Metacritic is now taking predictions of review scores.
Oh yes, I've seen this.
Yeah. So this is what they're saying. Based on 150 score predictions from our social followers, the aggregate Metascore prediction for Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater is 87.3. Check back in under 6 hours to see how close we are.
What do you win?
They're taking predictions now. And also, are they also breaking embargo here? Just throwing that out there. What happens in 6 hours?
Yeah.
All right, Metacritic. I don't know about that. I don't get it. Metacritic, what are you doing? Who wrote this? Was it Henderson? Did he write this thing? I don't know, man. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, man, good stuff. Let's start wrapping the show up here. Manny, what's going on, man? I know you got some cool stuff on the horizon.
Yes. Tomorrow, not tomorrow, but this weekend is MGS Con out in Ontario, California. I will be there selling my wares.
Yeah.
Right here, I'm holding one of my con exclusive version of Solid Zero Subsistence. For those of you who don't remember, it's literally an art book of every single bit of Metal Gear artwork that I've drawn over the years. I'm just showing some pages off right there. I did give a couple of these actually to the fans actually. So yes, I unretired it for just this show because why You go into a Metal Gear convention, why wouldn't you have a Metal Gear art book? So I'd have a bunch of prints, bunch of stuff. I have some fun little I've been doing announcements throughout since last week of all the different prints I'm going to have. There's a couple of more little surprises that are going to be showing up, so stay tuned for that on my Twitter. Also, Power Rangers Prime #9 is out on the streets, so if you want to pick that up, I have a cover that I fully illustrated for that, and as well as, you know, the usual stuff. There's a bunch of turtle stuff coming. We just had a big announcement over the weekend, actually over this week, Gamescom Day, which is the Battle Nexus crossover. What that is for Ninja Turtles is it's this big tournament that happens in the world of Ninja Turtles. But the big catch on this one is every iteration of the animated Turtles is going to be in a big fight. So obviously, since I worked on the 2003 series and Kari worked on it as well, they had us do a cover of our Turtles going against the next generation of Turtles, which is the 2012 version of the Turtles, drawn by its original artist and creator. So a lot of so they did a series. They have a series of 4 covers for this big crossover of these different respective artists who've worked on these different iterations of Turtles, drawing these sort of crossover covers, kind of like Marvel versus Capcom and that sort of thing. So yeah, so everybody's that's probably gotten the like we had it's weird. IGN literally had this thing show up like maybe a few hours before Open Night Live, and our press release actually held out pretty well on IGN. It remained in the top 4.
Oh, nice.
So it was Open Night Live stuff, for that, and then it was our Ninja Turtle stuff. So there's a lot of excitement for it. That's coming out really soon. So hopefully the fans will enjoy that. I can't tell you anything because I didn't work on the interiors.
There you go. All right. Rich, what's coming up on the Coalition this weekend?
Well, yeah, quick shout out to the TV Terminal with Adam Vale. They are still reviewing Dexter, and I believe the show was called Chief of War, so stay tuned for those reviews. On the Coalition side, we will be bringing back I Am Negan soon to cover The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, Carlos's most anticipated show of the fall, so stay tuned for that, of course. And as for the Coalition Gaming, because we know this is a gaming podcast and this is what you guys care about, yes, there are a lot of reviews that are forthcoming. There actually is a review that will be out tomorrow for a game that we mentioned on this podcast. And of course, there'll be another review coming next week for another game we mentioned on this podcast. So stay tuned.
Yeah, I like those teases, man. Good stuff. I also heard that one of these reviews may have actually been written by our good friend Gary Swaby.
That is correct. That is correct.
Swaby.
Yeah. When Gary speaks, you listen, people. So definitely be on the lookout for that. That's going to be awesome. All right, man. Start wrapping up here. So make sure you follow Throwdown on Twitch and Twitter. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Check us out on the Discord. We're getting some more people in there. Again, shout out to Kells, Mob Hits, and all the other guys always supplying us with the news. I get all this stuff from you guys, so shout out to you guys. And, of course, you can check us out on your favorite podcast app. Links to everything down below. Once again, I was your host, Tony Polanco. And tonight, I was joined by Emilio Lopez.
See you next time. And this Sunday, you'll probably see me in a different environment.
Chris Seeley.
Take care, everyone.
Carlos Romero.
Peace out.
Brett Murdoch.
Deuces.
Richard Bailey Jr.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
And Brian Manjoma.
So yet another video game turned anime made by Netflix. You're not fooling me this time, mate.
There you go. Stay away from that trash. All right, guys. We will see you on Sunday. Later.